This is Illinois Radio with Bekoe, Illinois Jones, and Pretty Riot going down right now.
Walking world, walking world, walking world, walking world, walking world. It's Illinois Radio, Chicago's most valuable radio show. I'm your host, Bekoe, alongside Pretty Riot, my homie Illinois Jones. And y'all already know, as always, right off the pack, we bring you all a special guest, the illest guest from around the city and globe. And today, this nigga Jones is throwing me off. And today, we got the home girl. Laje is in the building.
Welcome back, Slum.
Y'all making me blush and shit.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Now you know you family. Come on. Now.
How you been?
I've been wonderful. I've been great. Can't complain.
Good, good. I mean, It's been what? I don't know. Last time we set you down in
Like
this chair.
3 years ago.
You for real?
It was 3 years
Nah,
ago. Because it was, remember the pandemic happened.
I remember the pandemic did happen.
That was 3 years ago.
Damn, that was when you and Pretty Ride was like, wrap it up. Wrap it
So
up.
wrap it up then. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was 3 years ago.
Damn. Well, that feel like 2 years, like a year ago.
It was not a year ago.
It feel like a year ago.
Because the pandemic, that time flew.
Well, you got to understand. We got to take a year. Well, the pandemic took a year away from us, I guess. So.
It took 3.
Damn, that was 3 years ago. Well, hey, we be seeing you be popping up, popping out. You know, you definitely be out here in these streets. But I mean, how has things been for you lately within these 3 years? What's new?
Well, I started a business.
Okay.
I've done some pretty cool performances. I've opened up at the Chicago Theater twice.
Yeah.
That's a huge accomplishment
Yeah,
for me
you
because
did.
I've been wanting to perform at the Chicago Theater since I was 16 years old. And to have done it twice in the past 3 years during the pandemic, you know,
Pat on the back.
you know,
Maybe another one of
I'm
these.
very proud of that. Yeah, a lot has really happened. I have transitioned away from one business to another.
Okay.
I got a dog.
You've been living your
You know,
best
just
life.
like living my life.
I mean,
What was it like performing
at the Chicago Theater? 'Cause I remember the second one with Tink.
Yeah. It was dope. It was dope as hell. The first time was Tink. I opened up for Tink and Anne Marie and all of the girls was there. And then the second time it was G Herbo. And it was just like, the first time I was like, wow. I walked up, they had my name on the dressing room, and I was like, wow, I'm really in this motherfucker, you know? And I got to sign my name on the wall. It was really exciting. And then the second time I felt a lot more comfortable. Like, it just felt like, you know, another show. So yeah, it was really, really cool though.
That's interesting though, because you said the first one was with Tink and you know Anne Marie, singers, and then you hit the stage with her. Like, how did that happen for you? How did that even?
God for real, because you know some people know me as a singer, some people know me as a rapper. Like, and it'd be interesting to me when I be with certain friends and they introduce me to other people. Some of them be like, "This Laje, she a rapper," and some people be like, "This Laje, she a singer," and I be like, "Yeah, but I do both," you know.
Well, which do you prefer?
I have more fun with rap.
Okay.
But I feel like singing is like a beautiful art because you can layer harmonies and stuff like that. Like, it gives your songs more feeling. So
What was the experience like with the crowds, dealing with different crowds like that?
the crowds was different for sure.
Very different.
For sure. First of all, the G Herbo show is a lot of people from out west out there.
West
Like,
Side?
A lot of people from out west, and a lot of them was there to see Anne Marie. But you know, I feel like obviously the R&B crowd prefer R&B, and the rap crowd, they got more turned up and excited when I performed my rap song. So yeah, I mean, I feel like most crowds be the same. You just gotta know, like, if I know I'm finna open up for G Herbo, I'm not finna come and do all my R&B songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, read the room a little bit.
Yeah. It's good that you versatile though.
Yeah.
And you're able to read the room and be able to do that. So let me give you another one of them.
Appreciate it.
You've been out here grinding, man.
Yeah, man.
And you say you transitioned from one business to the next. Now, that first business, to my knowledge, if I may be mistaken, was it Rosebuds?
Yeah.
You know, you were making the rose leaves.
Yeah, the rosebud. It was like rose petal rolling papers, but it was just a lot of work to do. And then it kind of just became a pre-roll thing. Everybody wanted the pre-rolls. People don't want to roll their own,
No more.
you know? So you know, I felt like I was spending a lot of my time rolling blunts for other people, and I didn't want to do that.
You ain't no blunt roller.
No, I mean, I got real good at rolling though. I ain't gonna lie.
Snoop Dogg would have loved you. You know.
It is a job with certain
I
artists.
stitch for the right client.
You know,
I'll roll you some rose blunts. But nah, it was just like I felt like I was spending too much time rolling blunts, and that's not what I want to do with my time.
You rather do the selling, but yeah, that's work.
Yeah,
I could. Ooh.
And I could have got a manufacturer and all of that, but like, I ain't gonna lie, I did not care enough to do it. Like, I was just like, this ain't it, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, R.I.P. Rosebud.
You still got any? Excuse me. You still got any laying around, or like they all?
Hell no.
You don't even want to.
No, because the nature of a rose petal is gonna wither away over time anyway. Mm-hmm. I still got a lot of like merch, like stickers and packaging and stuff that will never be used, but. You know,
should have brought it here. We could have.
I could have brought y'all some. No, y'all don't want them stickers.
Yeah, we do.
You don't know what we asking
next
for.
Time,
we gonna put them up there.
No, you ain't
see
gonna
all
put
that
You
stuff?
see your shirt.
They so. Oh, I know. I
Come
appreciate
on
y'all
now.
having that up there.
Come on now.
We show love.
Yeah, y'all do for
It's an
real.
exclusive right there, a rosebud sticker. But I mean, even speaking of rose petals, I look at you somewhat as like a naturalist. You know, I believe. Are you still into crystals and things of that nature?
Yeah.
You know, we were just off air talking about how you mix some lavender with what was it?
Tito's.
See, and actual, not the oil.
No,
the actual
lavender flower. Y'all don't know. If y'all don't know, you can infuse your alcohol. It worked better with clear liquor, obviously, because brown got a lot of sugars and shit in it. But you could do tequila, you could do vodka, you could use you could make rose liquor. It's easy. You just get
for
some,
you.
It literally, you take some rose flower petals or some lavender flowers, put them in a jar with the alcohol, and just let it soak for 3 days, and then just drain it out. And now you got you some floral liquor.
Damn,
it's real good with lemonade.
No, that.
Yeah. Motherfuckers calling us.
Natural.
Hey, what you say, Joe? Hey, do I mix it with the baking soda?
That's different, right there. And then also, I gotta say this too. Like, your skin is glowing.
Thank you.
You know, with me looking at you as a naturalist, do you also have like a skincare routine that you like to present to the world?
I do have a skincare routine, but I'm not gonna lie. I make a lot of like my own stuff. I make my own hair oil, my own skin oil. I don't sell it though. People be like, you need to sell it. I don't want to be an oil salesperson. Like I get my friends stuff for free. You know what I mean? But again, the same way I infused my alcohol with the flower petals, you can do that with oil, and it's easy.
But what even, you know, made you want to go down a route of like, you know, making sure that you stay with the natural herbs and things of that nature? I'm
just a natural girl. Like I love flowers. I love the way flower petals smell, and there's a lot of benefits that come with like herbs and flowers and things like that. Like, it's great for your skin, great for your hair, it make your hair grow fast, and it smells great. Give us a few more benefits before we get into this music break. Well, a lot of the flower petals, like the oil that I use for my skin, I use rose petals, sunflower petals, and chrysanthemum petals. And they all smell really, really good, but like it has a lot of like vitamin E and like vitamin C and like different antioxidants that like increase blood flow to your skin and things like that. So, yeah. Look, I'm gonna have to chop it up with you. Yeah. I'm trying to get me some samples in this joint. Listen, I'm gonna bring you some next time for real, because I got like 50 bottles at the crib. Yeah, you might have to start and dabble into another, you know. Look, she gonna be in there infused in the crib. She gonna get tired of that too. You know, maybe. If I get enough like reviews about it, I might. Yeah. You know, yeah. Well.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl Pretty Riot, and I'm sitting pretty, starting riots right here on Illinois.
I'm gonna let you finish, but did you tell them to listen to Illinois Radio?
Every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m.
Well, I was getting to that, but y'all made a point, so I hope y'all tune in.
Do that.
Wow.
So, like, you was talking about mixing flowers and all the vitamins that you get. Oil. Like, yeah, you was talking about a bunch of shit that I do not know. I wanted to know, like, where did you pick that up from?
I guess just natural curiosity, I guess. I don't know.
Ain't run nothing, none of that runs in the family at all?
No.
Damn.
Like, it's not like you went to school for this shit.
I mean,
Google University.
Not really. I went to cosmetology school, but I ain't learned nothing about
The oil use. Well, certain. I'm pretty sure you learned about some oil use.
Yeah, a little bit, but nothing in regards to like flower petals and herbs and stuff like that. No, I just was like, shit. Let me see what happened if I put this in here.
Just create some shit.
Yeah,
you could have blew the room up, but you gave it a try though.
Laje's laboratory.
On the wrist, you're a scientist.
She like Dexter.
Yeah. Laje the scientist.
Yeah, you a scientist, and you know they say music is scientific in general.
Everything
as
is
well.
science.
I mean, but before we even tap into music, though, you were speaking on how you also shifted into like a new career. And if I'm not mistaken, before I get into the Genie Creative Studios, did you lose your job before before creating the studio?
I lost my job right after we finished building the studio. Like as soon as literally the day before the link went live, I lost my job.
Damn.
But then the next day the link went live and we did pretty good.
At first, was you a little like, heartbroken? Did it damn near make you want to like say, fuck like, this, let me stop, let me halt it?
No. Okay. It made me want to go harder, like, okay. Because I believe nothing happens for no reason, you know what I mean? And I think it was meant for me to be done with that job when I was done with it. Because realistically, I wouldn't be able to work full time and manage my space. It's too much. I gotta be at the space, you know what I mean? A lot, and I can't just leave my job. If I leave my job and go to the space, I'm not going back to work, you know what I mean? So I don't think it would have worked. So, I'm grateful that it happened because it gave me my time back, and I feel like ever since I lost the job, I've been feeling so much more creative, and like I feel like more like myself than ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've always been creative, yo. Your cover art's fire.
Thank you.
But I do want to ask you, was it due to the job that made you lose? I'm sorry. Was it the space that you were creating that kind of was
it
that
for sure contributed?
Contributed to you losing your job? Because I've dealt with that before.
My interest wasn't really there for real, and then I was taking PTO to go work on the studio, and I did not like the job. Like from jump, like it was cool at first. There's a lot of perks and benefits and shit, but every day I worked at a tech company, and it just is not me. Like I am a creative. I am not a tech person. You know what I mean? Like I could do it, I guess.
What were you doing?
I was a project manager at Uber.
Okay.
Yeah. It was cool. Like I'm an organized person, but I just did not feel like me. I feel like every day I was waking up, going to work, I was pretending to be somebody that I was not.
How was that? Like how does pretending to be somebody that you're not affect your creativity?
It's draining. Like it makes me feel like a robot. Like, and then by the time I get home, I'm tired. I don't have no inspiration. Like it turns my colorful world gray when I have to keep going and doing this and talking to these people and just doing things that I don't want to do. I feel like it just drains your essence.
Damn. So that pretty much not being able to work there no more, it gave you that boost you needed.
I feel so happy. Like I have not been happy like since the last time I ain't had no job. You know what I mean? Like it was just it was terrible. But
that's interesting to hear. Normally when people lose a gig, they get kind of, overwhelmed, stressed out. You say shit, it put a smile on my face.
There was stress too, but the way I have faith in myself and my path and in God, I believe everything happened for a reason. God didn't want me to be there no more. And it happened right around the time where I'm doing something that I genuinely feel like is for me. I don't feel like that tech shit is for me. So, yeah.
Now, what was the inspiration behind the Genie Creative Studios?
Same thing you just said. You said my cover art was fire. I do all of my own creative direction. I've had a little assistance from time to time, but I plan out all of my sets. I plan out the looks and everything that I want ahead of time by myself. So I'm going and booking these locations, and then I'm having to build my own set within the location. And I was receiving so much praise and compliments for it. I'm like, I might as well build my own sets and, use them, but then charge other people to use my shit because I was paying other people to use theirs. And it just wasn't making sense to me if I know I can do this myself.
Your creativity off the fucking rip, though.
Yeah, we was up in there for the opening.
Yeah.
And we walked through that. All you hear is Jones, come look at this. They got a bed back here. They got a bed back here, bro. Is it a half? I want to see if it's a half a bed, or is it a real bed, or is it just something she just decorated? Oh shit, bro, it's a real bed back there, bro. It's a real bed back there, bro. I say, what?
Yeah, and that was one of my favorite sets to build. And if you follow me on Instagram, you see like step by step, I filmed my entire progress of building every single set. Yeah, and people really, really like that set.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's talk about the inspiration behind the name, the Genie Creative Studios.
It just came to me. I didn't think about it at all. It just came to me, and I like it. And you know what's so funny? When I was building the studio out, I'm driving down the street to my studio, and I see this big ass construction machine, and on it says Genie with some numbers. And I was like, see, I'm onto something here.
Because
I believe everything is a sign. I do.
You build it.
Yeah.
And when they in your space, they can construct and build their own layout for whatever they want.
And we do custom set design. We do custom set design, but I also do creative direction for myself and for other artists and other like creatives in general. So, you know, our what is it called? Mission statement type of thing is tell us your wishes and we'll help you make it happen. So that's really what we do. Like, you tell us what your vision is and we will help you bring it to life.
Damn, that's cool. Deep.
Yeah.
And then to see a genie at the same time. That is explosive. I mean, let people know as well how they can reach out and book the space.
So you can follow our space on Instagram at thegenie.creative studios. And we have our booking link in our bio. You can go to geniecreativestudios.com and reach out to us through there. And you can hit me up on Instagram if you follow me, Laje Official, and I'll hook you up, you know. We could work a deal out, you know.
Negotiations are, you know, key.
We do negotiate. It gotta be something worth it though.
I know that's right. And before I get into this record too, why the location for the studio? Why that specific location?
So our studio is located in Bridgeport, and I feel like Bridgeport is a pretty central area in Chicago. It's not too far from the hood, but it's not too far from not the hood. You know what I mean? So it's a space I feel like is welcoming to everybody, you know.
Bridgeport. I was wondering what it was quick. It was quick to get there. It's like
right off the expressway. Yeah.
Boom, was there.
We are like 7 blocks west of the White Sox Stadium.
Damn.
Yeah.
You picked that for look, man, look at God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got this joint with you and the SAR loaded up, right? I know. This was if I'm not mistaken, was this your latest single that you released?
I released another single after that.
Okay, which I got.
Yeah, but it's one of my most recent releases. I just started dropping music again this year, so it's exciting.
We finna talk about that too, man. Y'all don't go nowhere and keep it locked. We got Lajé in the building. Here's a single I know right here on Illinois Radio. Bow, bow. Is your business struggling? Trying to get your followers up? No problem. You can advertise with us right now. Tap that link above. Now let's get back to the show. That was a beautiful record.
Thank you. That's one of my favorites.
It is? What makes it your favorite before we jump into things?
It's a really good composition. You know what I mean? From start to finish, it flows very well. And like, you know, I just was really feeling it when I was in the studio.
I could literally see you feeling it through the song. You can hear it.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, but like, if I'm not mistaken, was that one of your first releases this year?
That was my first release this year.
And it's been, I feel like it's been like a hiatus, not a long hiatus, but I feel like you went on like a slight music hiatus for a little bit, where you were releasing music and then you stopped. And I know last time you came here, you were under management, and like you're from the hiatus, like, you're back dropping, and I know like you're not signed, you're still independent, which is I feel is great. But at times, do you can management kind of treat things like a label?
Yeah. It was a label. It was an indie label though.
Gotcha.
But it was you know.
So it was more than management.
It was more than management. Okay. Yeah, but at the same time, it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, it was a lot of things that was happening that I realized that not only could I do this myself, but like the cost of it was not worth it. You know,
you were doing music like you were doing things by yourself before even inking a management deal.
Yeah.
So I mean, what even led you to wanting to be part of a management deal?
Having help. Really, that's it. Like doing everything by yourself, it is a lot. But then you kind of see the trade-off when you start working with other people, and it be creative differences, conflict of opinions, and sometimes them not understanding that although your opinion is valid, I am the artist. It is my brand. You know what I mean? It can be like a lot of battles of the ego.
That sounds like label, to be honest. That sounds more like label than management. Mm-hmm. But I've been in a situation like that as an artist in the past where I had a manager in a way, and a lot of, it was a lot of clashing. So like I can understand where you're coming from. What you was finna say, John?
Being independent artist and then signing with management, and like what was that experience like to even have somebody try to dictate how you move?
It wasn't happening. Like, I am very much a free thinker. I think for myself, I'm a very strong-minded, independent woman. I know myself very well, and so I'm not finna just let people treat me like a puppet or like tell me what I'm finna do with my brand that I've been building all these years by myself. And so that was a problem. And it was tough because you can't really work around other people's egos. Like, I could work around my own ego. When I feel my own ego flaring up, I could check myself.
Right.
But you try to check somebody else with an ego, you can't check them. They have to check themselves. So, it was tough. And it kind of started to like take the fun out of making music for me. Like,
Music
I started to enjoy it less. Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like it'll be times we in the studio and I'm recording stuff and they giving me input and like, nah, I feel like you need to sing faster. I feel like you need to say this. You need to say that. And it just wasn't, it wasn't feeling right to me.
Did that make you feel like you was in put you in some type of depression? Or
yes. Oh my God. When I was under that situation, I was so depressed, like all the time, because it just wasn't fun. It was like very much my way or the highway, and that this is something I genuinely love. You know what I mean? This is something that other people might be doing for a hobby or something to just dabble in, but this is my passion. And so to try to take control of and domineer that just was like sucking the life out of it for me. And I was just like, I would rather not do this at all if I got to do it with you.
Damn. I mean, also opportunity wise, I mean, how was it being under management? Like, did you gain opportunities? Did you miss opportunities?
I would say a little bit of both. Some connections that I was introduced to helped me to make some of the music that I made. And I had a manager, he was working, he was doing some things that he was supposed to be doing as a manager, but then it'll be, conflict of opinions that'll cause people to do petty stuff, prolonging shit that needs to be put out. We supposed to have meetings and the meeting's not happening because somebody got an attitude about somebody not liking their idea. You know what I mean? And to me, it just made me reevaluate everything, because I feel like if you can't see past your feelings to the end goal, we are not properly aligned, because the end goal is always what's important for me. If you tell me something that I don't like, but you right, I'm going to take that. But if I tell you something that I'm right and you don't like it, you can't just stop progress just because you don't like somebody's opinions,
Yeah.
And so it just wasn't a cohesive situation.
Well, I heard you say reevaluate. What did you reevaluate the most when you were within that situation? About yourself, rather.
I ain't gonna lie, I was reevaluating what even made me do this in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, why was I in the mindset that made me want to sign? And just like my purpose for making music, my intentions. Because I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of music that will never be put out that was recorded under that situation, because it didn't come from the heart. It came from the influence of people telling me, oh, we feel like you should sound like this and you should say this and you should. Them niggas told me to stop rapping.
Oh no. Damn.
Like, and I'm like, huh? Are you kidding? So, just stuff like that. I was like, this is taking me so far away from who I am. And I just wasn't, I wasn't happy.
What was something that you was promising yourself that you would never do once you got out this situation?
signed to a Chicago nigga. I ain't gonna lie, cause I love Chicago. I love my people. But there's a certain mentality that Chicago niggas have where everybody want to be the boss. Everybody want to be top dog, but don't have the credentials, don't have the skill set to be top dog. And for me, I feel like I run into that a lot. Not even just with my situation, but just other creatives in Chicago. They all want to be on top. Sometimes you got to be aligned. You know what I mean? It don't have to be a top. We can all be on the same level. And I think a lot of people have a hard time seeing that. It's a lot of ego.
We kind of like spoke on this 2 weeks ago about like ego with the homie Cam Jackson. He was
I saw that.
speaking on how like, you know, artists in general are ego driven. Like it's in the heart. Damn.
Yeah, and I've been in a place where I was ego driven. And I think from time to time I still be having to check my ego. But when it comes to creation is not, it's not from a place of ego. Creation of anything, any type of art, you have to be, it comes from the heart, not from your ego.
Love, yeah,
exactly.
That passion.
It's a passion, yeah. For sure.
Like people will be collaborating with other people and they don't want the other person's verse to sound better or they don't want them to outshine them. And it's just like, it's a piece of art that y'all are creating together. And that's what it should be. Like it shouldn't be a competition.
Going through this situation though, in a way, did it feel like how when you lost your job at the same point of you building the studio?
Amazing. When it ended, amazing. I cried. I ain't gonna lie. I really did cry because I was just like, first of all, it was a situation where I didn't know if I was gonna get out. You know what I'm saying? So when I saw the window, and I'm you know talking to my lawyer friend, she like, girl, what is this? This is, you could. Come on. And so when I figured it out, I was just like, wow, this was really meant to be a lesson, you know? It could have been worse, but I just felt blessed that it was, you know, that type of situation that allowed for me to walk away.
What was the first thing that you did once you got out of that situation?
I dropped the song.
Don't you?
Yeah. Because even then, it was like, I didn't even want to put music out. Last year, I ain't dropped nothing. I dropped one song, I think, last year. But this year, I've dropped like 4 times.
Yeah.
And I'm finna drop again next week. And we dropping a project in September. So, yeah, it's drop season.
Do you see any difference within your analytics since you left?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, one thing I feel like when you are working with something that you're misaligned, or the energy is just not right, it will slow up your blessings. It'll like stop your progress and things like that. And I feel like as soon as I terminated that situation, the numbers start going up, just like organically going up. And I didn't even know. I'm just dropping the music, whatever, going about my day. I go log in because I'm getting ready to drop again, and I see the streams, and I'm like, oh, okay, we on to something. We doing something right. But yeah, I'm a big believer in energy, and I feel like you gotta have the right energy around your situation if you want it to prosper.
Now, it sounds like you manage yourself now. Sounds like it's working out.
Yeah, yeah. And then you know how like you do something and then you realize, oh, I could have been doing this all along. That's kind of how I feel now because it's not hard. It felt hard all them years ago, but now that I'm doing it myself, it just is so easy and natural.
And this just rang bell to me as well. Before we started things, you were speaking on, because I was gonna play an old joint from you. You was like, I don't want to hear that because it brings back I'm a new person now. What's new about Laje now than back then?
My mindset. I'm a lot more independent. I think a lot more freer than I used to, and I kind of just am coming into myself as a woman, and just really embracing that. And I trust myself a lot more. You know what I mean? Like I trust my first mind. I go with my gut. I follow my intuition without question now. And I feel like that's led me to some great things.
It's showing in the skin because it's glowing.
It's the lavender.
It is the lavender.
Now, you brought us a new joint, which we're going to get into in a second. But I heard you say project. And you said it's drop season. As obviously, drop season for you has been very effective. But with this project, you know, you feel like it's due time. You know, you ready?
Yes, I haven't dropped any project in a long time. And I feel like sometimes it takes time. You know, I got to live a little, experience life some more. But yeah, I feel like it is time for a project.
I think so too.
It's
'Cause
overdue.
it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. And I mean, what can we expect on this new project? And do I have a title?
Yes.
Can we get that title? Can we get an exclusive right here?
Yeah, the project is called Full Moon. It's gonna be an EP.
Okay. About what, how many songs?
About 5-6 songs, you know. Some short, some sweet.
Is it gonna have any of the recently released singles? Okay.
Yeah.
Any features?
Yes. We got some pretty dope features. We got a feature from Asar, my homeboy, Go Hayes. We got a feature from Rico Shy. Potential feature from Chanel Truvillion. My friend Love Moore. She's an R&B singer. Amazing singer.
Talking about potential feature with Chanel. She better be on this
Yeah,
project.
no,
Y'all
for
be
sure,
together,
for sure.
okay?
Yeah, it's gonna be
And she called her by her full name.
She did, true. But that's not what. Yeah, that's what she. Yeah,
Miss True. Yeah, it's gonna be some pretty dope production. I got production from Soundtrack. I don't know if y'all know.
it sounds familiar. I
He
feel like I've heard that name
worked with
before.
Lupe.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
Yeah,
I feel like I heard
yeah.
that name
Soundtrack
before.
is a goat for real. Like very talented, got roots in the game for real. And I learned a lot from working with him. He is so talented and such a kind, gentle soul. And yeah, it's beautiful. I was working. I recorded my project at First and 15 Studios actually.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So it's an amazing studio. Y'all really should book there. And it's mixed by this dude named Yuki Tasaka. It's just a really good collaborative effort. It's executive produced by Soundtrack and Go Hayes.
Sheesh.
Dope. That's
Yo,
hard.
I could tell. Look, you in a comfortable space.
Yeah.
A good recording space.
You surround yourself
You feel
around
me?
good people with good energy.
Yep. Your mentality is. I feel like your career is definitely finna take a whole nother
I appreciate
heightened level. I can
Thank
tell
you.
by the aura I'm getting right
Oh,
here.
thank you.
But why the title Full Moon before we get into this exclusive?
Well, it's a track on there called Full Moon that's fire. And the project is about love for real. Like, and one of the lines on the song Full Moon, we say, "It's a full moon, don't it make you want to love somebody?" And yeah, so the whole project, it really gives that. I want to bring back music about love. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be singing about how niggas ain't shit or how these hoes be hating on me. Like, first of all, I don't want to talk about niggas ain't shit. I don't want to talk about hoes hating on me because I don't want to bring that into my life. I don't want them vibes nowhere around me. And I don't believe that niggas ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like, I believe that we got a lot of like beautiful, strong black men in our community, and I believe in promoting love between each other. Like, I really do, because I feel like there's an agenda to destroy the relationship between black men and black women. And I hate to see it. Like, I hate when girls be online talking about how niggas ain't shit. I hate when niggas be talking about how the girls be this and that. Like, can we love each other, please? Don't nobody else love us for real. So can we love each other at the very least? So that's kind of what I want to like promote with my music. And I'm very much like, you know, I ain't opposed to the swirl. You know what I mean? But it's black love for real. Like, that's my thing. I love to see it and I love to promote it.
Look, love on us.
Okay?
Love
on each other. We all we
Yes, thank God. Oh Lord, look at her. I got one for me.
got. For sure.
You gotta let people know who produced this joint and who's on this joint. Give out your socials and also let people know what's
What's to
any
come?
shows, what's coming in the near future outside of the project. I don't even know if you gave a date.
Yeah, so I don't want to give y'all a date and send y'all off, but the date we are planning to drop is September 29th.
Okay. Oh, that's my father's birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's a special day.
Yeah.
So
Now you gotta drop on September.
no, we're gonna drop it on September 29th. It's no more pushbacks. It's been pushed back for 3 years. But shows. I got 2 shows coming up next week. I got a show at Enjoy on August 14th and a show at the Dorothy on August 17th. All female lineup. It's gonna be dope. We are dropping the ticket links on Instagram, so if y'all want to buy y'all tickets, y'all can, or if y'all want to just show up at the door and buy y'all tickets, you can. You can follow me on Instagram at Laje Official. That's LAJE Official everywhere. And yeah, we're gonna be dropping all the information there if y'all want to come support at the show. Now this song, One For Me, for sure, it's a vibe. It's like giving bad boy nostalgic 90s vibe. It's produced by my brother Go Hayes, my friend Nate, and Shisui. And it is also featured. There's a feature from Go Hayes on the project, and it's produced by Go Hayes. And Go Hayes really delivered on his verse. That is a very, very talented man.
Shout out to you for getting Hayes on the track.
You know, that nigga be spitting.
Yo, he do.
He be spitting for real. So I really appreciate working with Go Hayes because I feel like he has motivated me and inspired me. We be having little pep talks on the phone all the time. Like, he is really like a brother to me, and I feel like I would not be in the space creatively that I'm in if it weren't for working with Go Hayes.
Oh,
so, yeah.
damn. There's a lot of flowers given today, man. A lot
of
roses.
I give people their flowers because you got to.
Gonna have your ass making some more rosebuds. So, as always, we appreciate you sliding and spending time with us. Hey, y'all go ahead, hit up the Genie Creative Studio, book your time.
Book with us.
Get creative. If not, Laje got you. She's very creative. Trust me. If
we
y'all
can
don't believe me,
if you ain't got no creative vision, but you want to shoot some videos, we can help you. Just hit us up.
Go to her IG. You gonna see.
Yeah, you gonna see
creativity through the chart, man. But we got this exclusive. It's called One For Me For Show, featuring Go Hayes from You project, possibly coming in September on my daddy's birthday.